Hi, today we're going to build a rig so that we can go backpacking carrying one camera here forward facing, one here rear facing. To do that we're going to build something that fits inside this, an REI XT85. It's about the same size as an SUV. Inside it's got a little pocket where you can put one of those hydration bladders, your camel pack thing, and it lets the drinking pipe out of the side, and I've got another drinking pipe out of this side, so I'm going to use that as the construction and the holder for the two cameras. Let me show you roughly what we're going to build. Alright, oh, I should tell you what we're going to build it out of. We're going to build it out of this 1/2-inch PVC pipe. It's light and it's rigid. So we're going to have two arms, one for one camera coming down, one another camera coming down, joined across the back of my shoulders with a piece of tube, camera facing forward, camera facing backwards. Put a quick head in here for perspective, and now you know why I take photographs and not make art. And then we're going to put all the weight of this gear on a single pole down into that bladder bag, and if that doesn't work we'll put some stability across the bottom, and if that doesn't work we'll put two poles, one either side of the bladder bag, and if that doesn't work we'll then put a pipe across the bottom. But hopefully none of that will be necessary. Alright, let me show you the parts that we need to do this. Somewhere around here I've got a bag of bits, and there it is. Firstly, paint. Got to make it look black and cool. Some glue, and then a bunch of elbows, caps, and most importantly this. I have two tripod ball heads that I got from Amazon for a couple of bucks. I'm going to screw them onto the end cap and then lock the screw in place using glue. And that's kind of it. So let's, yeah, alright, let's go cut some pipe. Lots of ways to cut pipe. You can buy pipe cutting gadgets, which look like big pairs of scissors. There's really cool diamond encrusted wire, but I'm being lazy. Alright, we're ready. Let's assemble this thing and show you what it looks like. Cap locks in place to a joint. What am I doing? That bar goes in there, that one goes in there, into there, and then that goes across the middle of my back. There you go. There's the left arm. Already built. Simple. Cost $1, $2 at the most. Now these joints all need to be glued except for this one. This is the one we use to take the rig in and out of the bag. So let's glue them. But before we do that, let's put that ball head onto the end. Make a hole. We put the screw in, and then we lock the screw in place just by filling that thing with glue. It's going to take a few hours to dry, so alright. And we're back. Let's do the joints. The joints is a two-process thing. We have primer and then we have glue. Primer's bright purple. Just whack it around, splash it everywhere, stain your fingers purple. It dries in, I don't know, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Alright, dry, see, and it's easy. Then this is the clear, this is the glue. Splash this about and it's really, really sticky. Push it in and it's so much force on it, it will actually push the pipe back out again, so you need to push it back in again, and we're done. Just keep doing that until all the bits are done, and it's solid, no give and no take. Now, when assembled in the backpack, because this joint isn't glued, let me just quickly assemble this, there's going to be some give with the weight and the jostling as we're climbing and walking around. So we need to lock it in place, and when we do that, we're going to put a cotter pin just there. Nice and simple. Before I do that, let's work out where these arms should be. So this is it in the backpack. I switch on my GoPro, fasten it to my camera so I can see where I'm going. Put the whole thing on, and now I'm just going to adjust the arm back and forward. The front-facing camera, I wanted to have it tilting backwards so I can get my head in. So the back-facing camera, I'm just going to leave that vertical. So I'm just going to adjust this until I get the view that I want. Alright, that'll do. So I take it out of the bag. Now before I did that, I drew a little line while it was still in the backpack, so I can now put it back together again in exactly the same place. And I make the hole for the cotter pin as I said. I really should learn not to drill into my workbench. I'm such an idiot. Alright, cotter pins in. put the horizontal stabilizers in. I'm not sure these are going to be necessary. They might just be extra weight, but we'll try it out. Alright. Now, what we will also end up doing eventually is putting external power into the GoPro. So I want to pre-drill, make some holes so I can thread the USB cables through that will power the GoPros. Because the battery on those things, it lasts 3 hours and I need it to last 10. We're going on a very long hike. So I drill some little pilot holes, because drilling big holes in PVC is hard. Alright, and we're done. And this is what it looks like when it's painted and finished. So let's mount it on the backpack, walk around and see what the picture looks like. Not so bad. Doesn't look that obtrusive, it's not that heavy, weighs about 20 ounces. This is it with the two things on, let's do it for real. As you can see, stop motion video. This is a 1.5 hour hike, photographs taken every 30 seconds using just the one forward facing camera. It's not bad, really seems to work. Now, a couple of things I learnt on that hike, so here's to modify it. Firstly, this stabilizer thing at the bottom is not needed. I'm going to keep the T-piece because that stops the bag ripping, but the arms I just don't need. And secondly, the bag gripped really well onto these pipes, but I was using it in single arm operation because I only have one camera, and it doesn't work. There's just too much weight and it tipped over. So we can fix that by making a little stub arm that just locks that side of it into the backpack. Again, nice and simple. So let's paint that up, try it out. 2 cameras, external power mounted on a backpack. Thank you.